It's so good to see you and be here with all of you. We are going to get started right now, and I'm going to talk through just what to expect for the day. But first of all, wanted to introduce myself. My name is Erica Hansen, and I lead the Developer Student Clubs program globally. I'm so happy that you joined us today, each of you from different countries all over the world. I was just checking out the chat, saw a lot of people from Pakistan and other countries. So thank you so much for joining us from wherever you are. For me, I'm in my home in New York. As you can see, I have lots of plants. I've actually hidden some of them from view, but so happy that you're taking this time to be here with us right now. And really to take the time to get to know the 10 winning teams of the 2020 Solution Challenge. And so this is a global competition in which students solve local problems using Google technology. And in this year's Solution Challenge, we saw hundreds of project submissions from many of you who are watching right now from all over the world. And even though so many were great and impactful, we think that the top 10 really represent the immense talents of the developer student clubs that all of you hold around the world. So through the next 90 minutes, you'll get to know these 10 winning teams. We'll be reviewing their solutions. You'll see demos. Also, we have some Google experts joining to and ask questions as well. And this is a live event, so we would love for you to feel a part of it. And one way to be a part of it is to join the live chat. So definitely chime in. Maybe you can say, where you're based, out of what city or country. We'd love to see where you're from. And so I'll be guiding you through the next 90 minutes. And just a reminder that when the teams are presenting their projects, please do ask questions. And my teammate Drew, you'll see him in there. He'll pull in some of those questions. So let's take a look at the agenda. And so, as I mentioned, for each session, we're going to have a co-host. So the first team is going to be from South Korea and Hong Kong, joined by Kate from the Flutter team. Then we're going to have teams from Indonesia and Zimbabwe, joined by Anu from the Cloud AI team. And then after that, it will be teams from Vietnam and Pakistan. Also, that will be with Kat from the Android team. And then after that, we're going to be taking let me share. So as I mentioned, we have Kat from who will be joining the team from Vietnam and also talking to the team based in Pakistan. We are going to have a trivia break as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's with my teammate, Kyle. So get ready to answer some questions. After the trivia break, we're going to be joined by teams from India and Ghana. And so we have Todd from the Firebase team going to ask those teams questions. And lastly, we're going to have teams from Germany and the US, and Lawrence from the TensorFlow team will be there to ask those teams some questions. So really excited to see all the 10 demos. I hope you stick around with us to watch all the teams. And I do really encourage you to join the live chat. So let's get started. I want to introduce you to the first team. And so the first team is Simhae. They are based out of South Korea, and their project focuses on mental health, which is a very important topic right now. So we're going to be joined by Kate from the Flutter team, who's going to ask a couple questions. So let's check out their demo.
Korea has the highest suicide rate among OECD members. But why are there no suicide survivors around me? Chungnam is the region with the highest suicide rate in Korea for many years. Korean services are biased towards suicide prevention. In addition, social stigma makes suicide survivors hurt. Communication based on empathy is the first way to lead them to healing. So, we developed DeepSeek on Mind. It's called Simhae. First, you must fully agree to the TOS. After logging, you can see the main page. The story written by user flows randomly. The phrase will give you courage in writing. If you want to write your story, press pencil button. You can change letters color according to your feeling, weather, emotion, etc. Also, you can always delete and modify it in My Page. You can check the location of Survivor Support Center and information about offline survivor meeting, about dates and time, location, etc. Click this button to go to the page that have collected the online cafe links. Additional information can be obtained via the help page. You can get up something you want to say. The memorial sentence disappears after a month. Your heart will be delivered. Please try to express your empathy by pressing emoji. If you have any question, refer to the help page. You can contact us about an inconvenience and services. We want to start online communication of survivor. After the time, we will hold day join offline meetings, talk and remember together.
Great. Hi, Team Simhae. And from South
everyone.
Korea. Thanks for joining so late. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Good.
Great. And hi, Kate. Kate's
Hi,
joining.
everyone.
So happy to have you here. Do you want to introduce yourself, Kate, and kick it off?
Thank you. Yes, of course. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Kate Levitt, and I am a software engineer on the Flutter team. And I am so happy to see an app like Simhae making an impact on mental health. Well done. This is really great. The first thing I wanted to ask you all is, how did your team come up with this idea?
At first, we looked for some problems occurring in our local area. There were problems such as elderly problem, multicultural family problem, suicide problem. In those problems, we decided to solve the high rate of suicide matter because we watched the documentary interview video about suicide survivors by chance. After watching this video, we got inspiration and focused on them for our solution. And we think most of people were not interested in psychological pain that suicide survivor felt. Also, they have a broken heart about the fact that ordinary people can't sympathize with their pain and emotion. Therefore, we made our solution to make them receive psychological treatment and be active in society.
I think that's so wonderful. I mean, it just warms my heart. I also wanted to ask you all, what were some of the benefits of using Flutter to build your application?
To maximize the user experience, we needed more time to improve our idea. So we chose Flutter to reduce development time. Besides, the Flutter is more convenient than any other framework to organize UI. So we believe that the speed of Flutter helped us to establish our ideas more firmly, and we were able to create a dynamic and beautiful application.
That is so great. I'm so glad to hear. I love hearing people's experiences with Flutter because it just inspires me to keep working on making it better.
Great. Thanks so much. Let's pull in a live question from the chat. And I just want to encourage folks who are watching live to continue to add any questions that you have for the team. So we'll always take at least one question. So let's take a look at this question. How do you want to develop your project further in the future?
So users of our solution are very sensitive. Because of this, verbal violence must not occur in ours. So I definitely want to add a function that automatically classifies whether malicious comment or not and deletes the comment. So for example, we will make a machine learning model for classification like support vector machine, naive Bayes, and recurrent neural network to extract the bad comment and delete it. Yes.
Great. That sounds good. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next and checking in on your project again next year.
Right. Yes, thank you
so much.
That's right.
That's really great.
Thank you so much. It was really great talking to all of you. We're going to head over to the next project team, but thank you so much. And I know it's late there, so we appreciate that you joined us and shared your process and inspiration for building this. So thank you so much and congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Good to see you.